Welcome to Retro Smash Gaming Podcast, your bi-weekly retro gaming podcast. My guest today is the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay,
or this is like the fourth fucking time recording
yeah, this is the fourth
We're
time.
We're not recording this because last time it wasn't recording. Anyway, my guest today, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who always tucks his t-shirt into his underpants, Nicholas. Nicholas, how are we doing today?
I am not your guest. I am your co-host for the fourth time. I am starting a union. I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in.
So the last time we tried recording this, somehow we got on the topic of Disney movies.
Yes.
And you asked me my top 5 Disney movies, and I said Onward. Oh, what was my number 2? Onward, Lion King, Frozen, Up, and Beauty and the Beast.
Yay.
And you said your favorite was Jungle Book, then Toy Story 2, Aladdin, Frozen 2, because you said it's just worlds better than the first one.
Not even.
And then Finding Dory.
Not even close. That is not even close to the list.
I think that was pretty close.
That not even close to anywhere near the top of the list.
Oh, that's what you said, though.
That's not at all what I said. You told me last time I was going to give you my top 5, and you said you didn't care.
I did not say
this was the.
I did not say I didn't care.
This is the third. That was the.
I said nobody cares.
Oh, that was the third of 5 intro re-record attempts where you told me no one cares.
We fucked that up. And then you said, if you want to know my top 5, hit me up on Discord.
Which actually is true. Yeah, hit me up on Discord or on my Twitter at WeldyTime1 or on twitch.tv/WeldyTime.
And then I said, nobody cares, so nobody's going to hit you up. Now you're all caught up.
Man, well, first you downgrade me to guest, and then you tell me that nobody cares. Man, what is this? I know we've only been doing this for 2 years, but God, I see your true colors today.
A little over a year. We're in year 2.
Yeah, you hurt my feelings. I want to start a blog.
Last week you got the best of me. No,
you
last
won.
Week I won.
You won.
I won. Yeah, I went 5 for 7. I said I was going to go 6 for 7. I'm calling my shot this time. I think I got you figured out.
I think you're doing pretty well with this game this week.
I think I'm going 7 for 7.
I don't know if you go 7 for 7, but I think you'll actually get pretty close. Are you ready?
No.
As usual, let's do it. Is it this or is it that? Eric has to choose. All right. So
you didn't say this or that.
Oh, I don't really have a this or that voice for this week. I guess I could do
a Mario voice.
A this or that.
All right, but you got to start back over. I need it all together. So when I edit
is it this or is it that? Eric has to choose.
I'm just gonna keep it all in. Fuck it.
A this or that.
All right, number 1.
That is such. You need to let me give you the category. Screw it.
Shit.
Number 1. Screw it. You gotta figure it out. Okay, no. Your game for this week is Hello Mudder, Hello Fodder.
Fleece ticks mosquitoes really bother. You don't remember that commercial?
Oh, that's from?
Yeah, like
know.
a flea medicine commercial.
Oh,
Hello,
is
mother.
it?
Hello, father.
I thought it was
Fleece ticks mosquitoes really bother.
I think that's just a parody of the actual song.
Well, no, it definitely is.
I don't know the actual one, but
no, me neither. But I know that one.
Oh, I guess
that's
fair.
all that counts.
I guess that is all that counts. And if Eric says it, much like the internet, if Eric says it, then it has to be true. All right. So, hello, mother. Hello, father. You have to tell me. I'm going to give you 7 names, and I think you're going to do really well with this one this week. Since Father's Day is right around the corner when this drops, it's probably afterwards.
Or it was past.
Or past. We're going to do... I'm going to give you 7 names. You have to tell me if every name on this list is either a character from the RPG Earthbound, also known as Mother in Japan, or one of the PureWow.com's 33 best TV dads of all time.
This seems fun.
It's gonna be fun for me. All right. Ready? Good. Number 1, Rock.
Okay, so I forgot the categories again. What's the first? It's not the dad. It's the Earthbound one.
Yeah, it's either a character from Earthbound
Right.
or one of PureWow.com's 33 best TV dads of all time. Number 1, Rock.
Right, I said Earthbound.
You did? You did. Screw you. It's a TV dad.
Who is it?
Julius Rock II, played by Terry Crews on Everybody Hates Chris. I love that show.
I didn't know we were doing last names.
I do what I want. This is my game. Number 2, Braverman.
Braverman. That's a dad.
It is a dad. Adam Braverman.
Adam Braverman.
Played by Peter Krause
Krause
Go ahead.
No.
I'm calling your bluff here.
Go
ahead.
I don't want to steal your thunder, bro.
Oh. Parenthood.
Oh, okay.
You had no idea.
No. I watched Parenthood.
I never watched Parenthood.
Oh, it was a good show, dude.
Was it?
For sure. Yeah. Okay, that sounded really sarcastic. But
how very Midwest of you. No, for sure. Oh, let me squeeze past you and get the ranch. Oh, that's how. Oh, by the way, that's for my fellow New York friends. That's how you say "ope." Oh, let me squeeze past you and get the ranch. All right, number 3, Tony.
Earthbound.
I lobbed you one here. It's actually both.
Yeah, fucking both.
It is Jeff Anduit's best friend on Earthbound.
Yeah.
And you son of a bitch. and
Tony from.
Go ahead. I'm gonna call your bluff again. You might be able to get this one. Tony
Soprano.
Yeah.
He's a good dad?
Apparently, according to the list.
Ooh.
And if it's on purewow.com, it has to be true. Number 4, Maxwell.
It is. God, a dad.
Earthbound character. Maxwell Labs is a scientist in the boarding school in Winters.
What's my score right now? I can't be doing good.
I think
2 for 5.
You're 2 for 4 because I lobbed you one and you just happened to get one right. Yeah. Oh yeah, Braverman from that from that show. Yeah. Peter Krause. Yeah.
You should watch Parenthood though.
You also told me to watch The Office, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt.
Don't
Number 5.
Start this shit.
Number 5, King.
Dad.
No, is an Earthbound character.
God damn it.
It's Ness's dog.
The fuck?
It's the name of Ness's dog.
All right.
You gotta clean the next two.
Yeah.
Number 6, Flex.
Dad. I've been saying dad, and you keep saying fucking Earthbound, so I'm bound to get it right. Dad. It's a dad.
You're Earthbound to get it right. Oh, that's the quality content you get by listening to this show. It is a TV dad. Flex Washington, played by Flex Alexander on the show One-on-One.
Oh, One-on-One. What is that again?
I honestly had no clue either. All right, for the win, I guess, because you pretty much dumped all over this game. I guess I'm going to give you the win. Went up. Number 7, Carpentier.
That's got to be a dad.
It is an Earthbound character. First L you've taken in a while.
No, I don't think that's true.
Earthbound character, leader of the Happy Happy cult.
I want to know how many games I've fucked up on question 7. I feel like it's half the time.
I don't know. You've been doing really well lately, and you've been getting it ahead of time.
Half the time I lose. I feel like it's on question 7.
I could give you 10 and give you better chances and odds, but you always want me to give you 7.
No, I don't think I'd have better chances if you give me 10.
You get 5 out of 10. That's 50%. We round up around here.
It's not that much more.
Yeah,
it's not that much more. It's hard math.
5'9.5" is 5'10" around here. Okay.
5'11" is 6 foot.
No, 5'11" is 5'11". 5'9.5" is 5'10".
No, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not 5'11". Even if that's what the measurement says, I'm 6 foot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'11", and I'm okay with that. If you're insecure about being 5'11" and say you're actually 6 foot, like it's not that big of a deal. You're 5'11". You're short. Okay, you're not 6 foot. Get over it.
I'm 5'9.5". I'm insecure about being 5'9.5", okay?
Well, dude, you're pretty short though.
I'm not that short.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
You said you were insecure about it, so I wanted to take a shot.
Well, naturally. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, leader of the Happy Happy Cult, where they drink the Happy Happy juice.
Oh yeah, we're recording a podcast.
Yes, we are recording a podcast. Not just making fun of me for my lack of height or lack of anything, I guess. But what else are we talking about this week on this podcast?
We are talking the legendary game Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
Mm-hmm.
The game that not really started the Mario franchise, but kind of fucking started the Mario franchise. It wasn't the first one. You had Mario Bros. And I didn't know it, but it was a mini game on Super Mario All-Stars for the SNES, where you are playing against the one player in that little room, and the Koopas and shit come out of the pipe up top and then drop down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, right. Which is a blast.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that was the original Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm. That was like the arcade version.
I learned this a couple years ago. That was the original. Well, so Mario was originally in Donkey Kong. That's when his character started. Then he was in Mario Bros. And then came Super Mario Bros. If I got any of that wrong, please be easy on me. I'm a very fragile creature.
You're a very fragile 5'11" creature.
6 foot, damn it.
You're right.
When I say it didn't start the Mario franchise, because it technically didn't, it still kind of did.
It really did. And like I say, we'll get into one big subject that I want to talk about when it comes to the original Super Mario Brothers later in the podcast. But let's jump in here. Second in the game line behind Mario Bros. 1983 being first. It was released for the NES in Japan in September of 1985, and in North America in February of 1986. Where were you February 1986?
Oh, let's see here. I was born in 1990, so yeah, I don't know where I was.
No, we were both born in 90. So this game precedes us. At least this one does. Later in the trilogy, we'll talk about a game that didn't precede us.
When did that come out?
I think 3 came out in 90. 58 million copies sold worldwide. Produced by Takashi Tezuka, Shigeru Miyamoto, the legend, and the music done by Koji Kondo, which, by the way, I just looked at when doing research for this. I looked up some of the music
by Koji Kondo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he basically had his thumbprint on all of the games. Basically, okay, so this is coming from Wikipedia, and I'm just going to kind of hit on a few of them, which of course
Zelda, Mario,
Punch-Out,
Star Fox,
Super Mario Bros, Pilot Wings, Link to the Past, Star Fox, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox 64. Yeah, pretty much every Legend of Zelda.
Legendary composer.
Yeah, there you go. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Four Swords Adventures, Twilight Princess, did the composition for Super Mario Galaxy, Skyward Sword, Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Odyssey, and most recently, Super Mario Maker 2, Electric Boogaloo. And not to mention, had pretty much a thumbprint as a supporting role in like Mario Golf, all the Mario parties, Mario Tennis, Baseball, Wii Sports, Mario Party DS.
Dude, I remember talking about that soundtrack for Wii Sports.
Yes.
I think maybe that was one of our honorable mentions.
Shout out, because I also had Mario Galaxy as one of my honorable mentions.
Koji Kondo.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, no kidding.
So you said 58 million copies sold.
58.
That's one of the best-selling games of all time.
Yes.
I think Mario in general is, it's got to be the best-selling franchise of all time.
Oh, easy. But then again,
billions of copies sold.
But then again comes the question, what do you consider a Mario game? If you're going to say Mario is the best-selling franchise, it's like, do you include like Super Smash Brothers?
No.
You don't?
That's not a Mario game.
Okay. I guess that was much like, what about Mario Party? That's not necessarily a Mario game per se.
That's in the Mario franchise for sure. Like, it's got fucking Mario in its title.
Is it Mario canon?
Um,
Well, I guess.
maybe.
Well, then, like, Mario Maker's not canon.
It's still a Mario game.
Is it?
Dude, it's got fucking Mario in its goddamn title.
But it's
Yes.
not canon. Like, it's just a create a game, which is fun as hell, by the way.
Nope, there's a story mode.
There is a story mode?
Yeah, you got to build Peach's castle.
Oh, I never got that far. I just always played what everybody else, like, I'm like, oh, I just want to jump into infinite mode.
Yeah, no, there's some fun levels on the story mode.
Ah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
There. The more you know.
The more you know.
Let's see. Speedrun.com.
Oh, we're talking about speedruns.
Of course, I have to. Speedrun.com. Nifsky. Number 1. Beat this game.
454.86?
Close. 451.881. But,
451?
Or I'm sorry, 454.881.
Okay.
But yeah, since we round up around here. Yeah,
that is
you're right.
something that I found very, very interesting about this game. And I watched a couple of Summoning Salts videos on the speedrun progression of this. And it just blows my fucking mind.
Did you go any further down? Like, did you actually look at the speedrun list? Did you look at the whole speedrun list for this game? Like any percent?
What do you like? How close they are? Is that
Yes.
yeah. Well, okay. So that what was it called? The Human Limit. It's a mini doc video on YouTube. It's probably 30, 45 minutes long, and it went through the progression of the speedrun and who had it. I want to say they started really keeping track of it in the mid 2000s. And how the time has dropped and why it's dropped. They went through the progression of it saying, okay, this is when they found out about this certain wall clip.
Mm-hmm.
And so the time started dropping there. So yeah, there was, a few guys or a few people who would trade the records back and forth throughout the time. The way they optimized it just blows my fucking mind, like I said. With the wall clipping and the pipe jumps and figuring out the frame rule, the fast start where it's something about jumping backwards, like turn around, jumping backwards and taking off run. It saves you milliseconds. They've optimized this game to almost perfection. I think there's a tiny, tiny bit that they could drop the speed run. To my knowledge, I could be totally wrong. The record can only go milliseconds lower.
Separating first and 419th is 10 full seconds. Separating first from 662nd is 20 full seconds. Separating first and 16th is 1 full second. But a game that was
First and 16th is 1 second?
Yeah, first and 16th place separated by 1 full second. Which, a game that came out in 85, 58 million copies, it was funny you used the phrase near perfect run. Do you think that this game can be like optimized even more than what it already is? I mean,
well, like I said, I think there are milliseconds that they could save, if I remember correctly from the video. Just watching those people run through the level, it seems unhuman to be able to do it like that. The way I cannot imagine playing a game so much and memorizing the level to the frame like they do. That is dedication.
Which is also very interesting that people also do like different variations of the run as well. Like there's like, I think there's is there a blindfold of this run?
I don't know.
Or there almost has to be, right?
I know there's warpless where you have to run through. You can't take the warp zones. You have to run through all of them.
Right.
Then obviously just any percent type where you can go through.
Well, somebody beat this recently on a drum set in like under 6 minutes.
Well, I think a lot of the people, the speedrunners, use a keyboard instead of the what do you call it? Instead
like
of the controller.
D-pad, yeah.
Instead of the controller. Which makes sense because that fucking controller sucks. Like, as a kid, I'm sure it was great, but as a grown man with average size hands, the fucking bottom corner is always cutting into my hands. Like
insecurities. No, it's like I said.
I think my hands are proportional to my 6 foot, height.
Oh, that's to be determined. But yeah, it's you use the phrase, to the human limit. It's like, have you watched like a tool assisted speedrun of this game?
I have not.
You haven't? Okay.
But I can't imagine it would be too much better. Because like I said, I think there's only milliseconds.
Yeah, and like tool assisted speedruns of games like this get really kind of like, this is only a 5-minute run. So yeah, you literally are talking like milliseconds, but tool assisted speedruns of games like this are just fascinating to watch because you got to hit like 3 frame perfect here, or be able to do this in like a quarter of a millisecond, and it's weird to watch and know that like the average person can't do that.
Well, but a lot of the speedrunners, they would use tool assisted speedruns to try to find new strategies. And a lot of the strategies that they use, watching the tool assisted speedrun, they did not think that humans could do it until somebody did it.
Right.
And so, once one person did it, the next person would figure it out, and it would just become a strategy that everybody used.
And I've tried that before, watching tool assisted speedruns, and that person is not me. That person's not me by any means. I also have a theory about this game.
Do tell.
I think that in World 1-1, that first Goomba you come to has probably killed more people than any other video game character ever.
It's funny you would say that. I was playing with my nephew, who's 6, earlier today. He died twice on it.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty decent gamer. He really is. And he died twice.
Yeah. And again, it's like
I was thinking the same thing too. Like, this fucker's killed more people than anybody.
Any other person, probably, I'm going to guarantee you, every person that has ever played the original Super Mario Brothers has died to this Goomba. Whether it's, somebody who has never played the game before, or somebody who can beat the game in under 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Because, maybe you don't know how to jump. Maybe you miss time a jump. Or maybe you just get cocky and you jump too early and end up taking an accidental death. That thing has probably contributed to more Mario deaths than anything ever. Or at least more deaths than that to any other character ever. Like I say, I'm just taking a wild guess. But Amusement Players Association, best game of 1986.
As it should be.
As it should be. Well, 1986 was a funny year because you couldn't have good games in 1986 without having the video game crash of 1983. This is one of my favorite subjects to talk about. So, what happened? I'm here on bugsplat.com talking about the video game crash of 83. The oversaturation of consoles in 83. Gamers had dozens of consoles to choose from. This created a situation of confusion for the average consumer because there was the Atari set, the 2600, the 5200. You had the Emerson Arcadia. You had the Sears Telegames console. You had the Intellivision console, Intellivision 2, Electric Boogaloo, Fairchild Channel F, the Magnavox Odyssey 2, the Bally Astrocade, Vectrix console, ColecoVision, and Coleco Gemini. So there was like a little bit of continuity between those. Not to mention that the success of the video game industry, people were rushing to get games out as quickly as possible. And there's one...
Looking at you, E.T.
Yeah, okay. Now, I watched that documentary while people didn't know how to play it. And yes, it was rushed to get it out before the Christmas season.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. There was an instruction manual in the box, but nobody bothered to read it.
Well, I think the thing is that looking back on it, that's the low-hanging fruit thing to blame the video game crash on.
Right.
But I think more so it was you had so many people producing or making games for all these different consoles. Most of the games were shit.
Right.
So when Nintendo came along with the NES, okay, you have to license these games. They sold the cartridges. They said each company could only make so many games per year for the NES because they understood that it was the oversaturation of games and they didn't want that to happen again.
Or the bootlegging of games to different consoles too. I mean, like I said, you said the licensing of games. Like I'm pretty sure all 12 of those consoles I just named probably had some kind of Pac-Man game on it
Yep.
somewhere before Atari even like tried to license it. But
yeah, I would think so.
But yeah, you're absolutely correct in saying that E.T. was the low-hanging fruit, which also is very fair to say that Super Mario Brothers was the savior. I mean, would you totally agree with that or no?
I don't know that I would say I would totally agree with it, but I think there's some truth to it.
It says the two most frequently cited examples of the E.T., Pac-Man, E.T. game so widely considered the worst video game of all time. 6 weeks to develop, market the game before it was shipped out for the holiday season. The video game had little to do with the actual movie, was an immediate failure. Millions of copies were never sold and buried in a landfill in New Mexico. It was so bad. Let's see. Lead developer on E.T. actually said of the game, we literally had 6 weeks to produce a brand new game. It was a disaster. I mean, the programmers hated it. Nobody liked it. Do you think that like single-handedly Super Mario Brothers, like not just the game in itself, because the game in itself is very, very simple. Nice bright colors, run and jump. Occasionally you get fire. It's a very, very simple game on the outside. But do you think that the legacy of the entire game is because it pulled the video game industry out of like darkness? Like, do you think that's why? Because at a certain point, Nintendo was like, you know what? We're going to plant the flag. We're going to set the bar with this game. Reach it. And it's very arguable to say nobody has.
To a point, yes, but I mean, the legacy is continued because they just keep putting out good Mario games. I mean, their last mainline, Mario game, it's a great fucking game. One of the best games out there.
Mm-hmm.
Still today. I truly believe that. I mean, you got these games on the other consoles being, Horizon and now Elden Ring, where everybody loves, but if you look at a game for what it's trying to do, Mario's not trying to do the same thing as those games. It knows what it wants to do and it does it, and it's great because of that. And they've done that just about every fucking Mario game.
They don't change the recipe.
You don't need to.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you have like the same producer, same developer, same musical, scorer, you don't change the recipe to perfection. But yeah, I mean, it's, apples to oranges versus what's coming out now Mario wise. Because if you would have told somebody in 1983, 84, during the video game crash, like, hey, we're going to come out with a Mario platformer. Oh, okay. And in about 30 years, there's going to be another Mario platformer, and it's going to be 3D, and it's going to be played, where you hold a different controller in each hand on a video system that's portable, and you can take it anywhere with you want, and you can play it anytime you want. Like, that was probably bonkers to think about in 85. And how far that company has come and just produced and researched and developed and just come out with new stuff. But I mean, Super Mario Bros. Was a huge benchmark for that.
Absolutely. It was the beginning of, everything with Nintendo.
Has there really been any other, maybe Legend of Zelda, but has there really been any other kind of, like, I know I've touched on it before, like when you talk about the quintessential, like, you got Mario and Zelda. Those are the big ones. And then, like, you got Mega Man later on from Capcom. That wasn't, like, fully Nintendo licensed, almost.
I don't think you could put Zelda in the same tier as Mario. I think tier 1's Mario, tier 2 is Zelda, and that's it for Nintendo. Is there another tier 2 game? But then you got your Metroids and your Kirby.
But again, those games came along because people didn't want to just play platformers. Like, Metroid's not a platformer in itself. People wanted, this feels like kind of a kid's game. And
Metroid feels like a kid's game?
no, it's there. Like, people, like, the reason Metroid came about is because people were probably clamoring, like, like the old ancient, like the old ancient crowds of Rome. They wanted something new. They wanted something different. They were bored. So Nintendo comes out with Metroid and basically says, here you go. Here's a huge map. You're going to get dropped in here with no help. Good luck. And it's dark, and it's creepy, and it's foreboding, and the music's kind of scary. That was a game aimed for adults.
It's still a platformer, though.
Well, yeah, but it's not a platformer like Mario.
No, absolutely.
Because as soon as people figured out, oh my god, you can go left, you can be on a 2D plane and go left. I'm gonna guess I probably blew some people's minds. But maybe that's just me.
I know it's the limitations of the system, but not being able to go left always fucking bothers me. When the screen locks, so if you just pass, let's say a question block that you want to hit, there's a mushroom in there.
Right.
And you just pass it. And maybe a little bit's left on the screen. And you go try back to hit it and it doesn't work. Oh, come on. But again, limitation of the system, I don't fault it for that.
Game designed, it was a grand culmination, according to Wikipedia, of the Famicom team's 3 years of game mechanics and programming, which goes to show you kids, if you take your time and make sure a game is released right, it will treat you right. I'm looking at you, Cyberpunk.
Hey, that's something Nintendo always does, though.
Right. And they're doing now with movies because the Mario Brothers movie got pushed back. Did you see that?
I did see that. I was pretty excited for that. It sucks that it gets pushed back.
I just love the quote. I always think about the quote from Miyamoto that says, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. And looking how long it took to develop Super Mario Brothers, 3 years game mechanics and programming, drawing from the experience from working on Devil World and the side-scrollers Excite Bike and Kung Fu to advance their previous work on platforming athletic games, such as Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers. The design of the first level, World 1-1, serves as a tutorial for platform gameplay.
It does a great job. It does a fantastic job at that.
Miyamoto wanted to create a game that would be the final exclamation point for the ROM cartridge format before the forthcoming Famicom Disk System was released. It was made in tandem with the original Legend of Zelda, another Famicom game directed and designed by Miyamoto and released in Japan 5 months later, and the game shared some elements. For instance, the fire bars that appear in Mario Castle levels began as objects in Zelda. The team started with a prototype in which the player moved a 16 by 32 pixel square around a single screen. Tezuka suggested using Mario after seeing the sales figures of Mario Brothers. The team chose the name Super Mario Brothers after implementing the Super Mushroom power-up. The game initially used a concept in which Mario or Luigi could fly a rocket ship while firing at enemies, but this went unused. That sounds awesome. The final game's sky-based bonus stages are remnants of this concept. Yeah, this is a legendary game, and it's great, but just like Mega Man 2, you run, you jump, and occasionally you shoot.
It is so much more than that, and
Is it? Like on a nutshell. I mean, on a nutshell in a regular basis. I mean, are we all honestly jaded by its greatness? Like, if you had to make a list of games that, you're on a desert island, how far down the list would you get before Super Mario Brothers showed up? Like, honestly.
I don't think it would.
See, exactly. And again, I think it is a product of its time. Like, if we're having this conversation in 1988, we might say it's near the top of the list, but it's like, you go back and play it now, it really is just run and jump and shoot, whereas, like, Zelda leaves you with so much more. Doesn't it?
Yes, but Super Mario World would be on that list for me.
Oh, right, yeah. But there's so many secrets in that game that you could find. Like, there's not a whole lot of secret. This game is very simple. And they kept it simple for a reason. Now, I'm not saying I don't like this game, but, I have it for multiple different systems. I have the Super Mario All-Stars. I have it on the Switch. And I don't think I've played it. I don't think I've touched it. Because I'm just like, it's there.
I think the thing with the game is if you grew up playing it, it becomes immensely more replayable for you.
I can see that,
And
yes.
I played it a little bit when I was younger. Not a ton. I played more Super Mario World. And I think that just comes with our age.
Sure.
It's still a fun game to play. It's got its problems. I don't look at this through rose-colored glasses like I would a Super Mario World. It's not as replayable. I mean, like I just said, the replayability comes from the nostalgia.
That is the best phrase I think you can hit. The replayability comes from the nostalgia. Because I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. I probably could play Super Mario 3 all day. Super Mario 3 might be the greatest game ever created.
Probably not, but
Could be. It's probably.
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who fucking knows?
But yeah, are we looking at this like probably every podcast has done a Super Mario Brothers episode. Like we're going to do the entire trilogy. But you know, Mario Brothers is great, but compared to a game that they released 5 years later and perfected in 3, I mean 3 is phenomenal, and then World was phenomenal.
Yeah. It's probably it's no doubt my least favorite from the trilogy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It is least favorite.
For sure. I don't know if I'd put 2 or 3 at the top. Maybe 2. Look, I'm going to play them and we'll figure it out for sure.
Right.
It just does not feel as good to play as the other 2. Like, by far. I got a problem with the feel of it. It feels so heavy.
That's a
times.
good word.
Heavy, and I don't know if I'd say stiff, but I think heavy is the best way to describe it, especially, with the jumping. If you don't get enough run before your jump, you jump short. When you expect to jump, you have to build up momentum of your run to jump farther.
Right.
You can't, if you're on a small platform in Super Mario World, you can go from 0 to 60 just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that in this. But going back to play it for somebody who didn't grow up with feeling the physics of the game, and sure, it's something you could learn if you play it a ton, but the physics of the game just kind of throws me off a little bit. It doesn't feel as smooth as a Super Mario World, which it's not fair to compare it. It's really not, because you're talking the evolution.
Like 6-7 years of advancement.
Yeah, and a whole new fucking console.
Right, and a whole new engine.
It just, because of that, it's not as replayable as, a lot of people might think. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not. Because if you love this game, you grew up with this game, fucking awesome. I wish I had those same feelings. I really do.
Right.
Because I respect the game for what it is. It's the beginning of so much. I enjoyed it. I really did. I don't know that I'm going to go back and play it a ton, though.
Right.
And I'll probably boot up every once in a while.
Yeah, and I think the thing that I want people to understand about this is that I don't want people to be like, oh, you've played newer games. That's, you're going to say the graphics make the game. No, it has nothing to do with the graphics. It's absolute gameplay, because I loved Excitebike. I could go back and play Excitebike now. I loved Excitebike, and that came out the same year. Or somewhere around the same time. And it was made by the same developers. Like, I loved Excitebike. I just feel like sometimes Mario gets boring. Is that the word I want to use? Like, the original Super Mario Bros. Gets boring. Like, to replay it multiple times, where, like, Excitebike, made in the same time frame, made in around the same time, doesn't. Or Metroid, even. Like, I didn't like the original Metroid, but I would go back and play it a lot. Like, I don't know how much replayability the original Super Mario Brothers has.
It does get boring after a while. And maybe that's why people love speedrunning it so much, to try to optimize it, where you are working towards a goal in the game, not just trying to fucking run through it.
Or maybe, or trying different ways I'm trying to find a tweet.
Going back to speedrunning a little bit, they found glitches through the game. And I always kind of thought that was interesting, a game glitching and playing it in a way you're not supposed to be playing it. But I had a glitch happen to me. So I was in the World 1 castle, I had the flower. I hit the axe and Bowser at the same time. I stayed big as I went into 2-1, but I didn't have the flower anymore. So I hit the first question block and a mushroom popped out while I was big. I got the mushroom, but then it turned me small. The next question block had a flower and it popped out. I got it, and then I was small Flower Mario.
Huh.
It was pretty sweet.
That's odd.
Something going into these next couple episodes of the trilogy, I want to talk about the evolution of the games. How, each one built on the previous one.
Which is going to be really funny because our second one, when we talk about Mario 2, I think we're going to talk about Mario Brothers 2 and that Mario Brothers 2. We'll talk about both of them.
Yep. Well, the American version, and we want to talk about Lost Levels a little bit too.
Yes, which is insanely difficult, but you get through it. But like I said, I want to talk about the Super Mario Brothers 2 that we know and that Super Mario Brothers 2. So you have anything about the original Super Mario Brothers? Like, you want to wrap it up? I mean, I can wrap it up by saying I don't want people to be like, oh, they're dogging it because it's an old game. They don't like super old games and, this and that. It's just, that's not true. That's not true. It's just, eventually, this game for what it did for video games in general was great. But I don't think it's really that replayable anymore. Not like 3 is. It only came out a few years later. Or maybe it's like I said, I like a lot of the old arcade games, so that's not absolutely accurate. So I don't want people to think that. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like the original Super Mario Bros. Gets kind of boring. I know that's a hot take, but I mean, I can't knock what it did for video games in general.
Yeah, I was going to say in the same breath, we know obviously what it did for the video game industry, and we love it for that.
Right.
I mean, we really do. And I mean, I still had fun playing it, but after a while, just playing it to talk about the game, it got boring. Like you said, when you died, then you had to fucking start back over and go through all these easy levels again. And
but I just don't want its legacy to be like, oh, this is the greatest game ever made. I mean, it very well could be because of the legacy, but go back and play it. I don't think it's as fresh as you remember.
I liken this to when I watch a YouTube video of NFL's top 10 greatest catches. When I watch that video, I want to see the most acrobatic catches, the most talented catches and whatnot. But a lot of the catches are a touchdown catch in the Super Bowl or something like that. It's more moment type thing instead of the greatest catches, meaning, I mean, like the list I just said, acrobatic or just talent-wise.
Right.
And I think when people say that Super Mario Bros. Is one of the greatest games of all time, they are speaking more to the moment in time kind of catch.
And what it did
for the
overall
industry.
for the industry, yeah.
But if you look at it from gameplay, it was almost 40 years ago when the game was released. So obviously it's not going to be gameplay-wise one of the best ever. But it's not as replayable as other games on the NES.
Like Mega Man 2.
Yeah, I would definitely think Mega Man 2 is more replayable than Mario Bros. Nicholas, do you have anything else?
Not off the top of my head, but like I said, I really can't wait just to dive in because I know we're probably going to get dogged by people saying, well, you don't think it's a great game? Stay tuned because I'm going to gush over 3. 2 is going to be my wild card for this one, but I'm going to gush all over 3.
And so if you did not think this episode was shit, please consider rating us and reviewing us on your podcast platform of choice, and consider telling a friend.
Yay.
You can follow us on Twitter at retro_smashed and Nick on Twitch at Weldy Time.
That's me.
Catch us next week while Nick joins me again on the show. He's my special guest.
Your special guest.
As we talk Super Mario Bros. 2, the redheaded stepchild of the trilogy.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. I like that. Bye, kids.